Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the online gaming community. It is your boy Yosef TV here, bringing you part 2 of the sequel, The Future of Call of Duty 2015. Now, I touched on a video similar to this. I said, what do you want in Call of Duty 15? Now, here's a little 2 cents of what I want to see in Call of Duty 2015, or what I think is going to happen. Now, Treyarch is making the next Call of Duty, of course, as most of you already know, or maybe even all of you know, is that Treyarch's going to be making the next Call of Duty 2015. Now, we don't know the name of it yet, which I'm sure a lot of you already know already, too. But, so Treyarch's making it, which is good. I have a lot of faith in Treyarch to make good Call of Duties, and they've always done a good job with the maps. They've always done a good job at balancing the weapons. Let's take the MP7, for example, in Black Ops 2. The MP7 was a dominant weapon in Black Ops 2, but it's nothing near the ASM-1 or the UMP, for example, in MW2. It wasn't that good. Black Ops 2 MP7 was kind of nerfed. It wasn't anything like, it was nerfed comparable to the MP7 and MW3, which is a prime example of how they can really take a weapon like that and kind of bring it down to a more balanced sense to fit in the game and really make the multiplayer much more bearable. So another thing is the perks can really generally make up how the player plays too, but I think the maps are a great factor that plays into that. Just because, let's take a map like Comeback. Comeback, I'm sure most of you know, since you're watching Advanced Warfare, is that Comeback, has a lot of rooftops. Now, this game has exo movement, which allows you to get up on these rooftops and, get most places where a player without exo movement, if you're playing any other previous Call of Duty that doesn't have exo movement at all, would not be able to get up into these places, would not be able to have the speed, or, you wouldn't be able to jump that high, basically. And I just think that's really dumb. I think it aids to players who can, get places and just sit up there in camp. You're not going to have players just normally on the ground like I am right here. You're going to have players all over the different types of levels, and I just think it's really, it's just too much to this game. It's almost like Call of Duty on steroids. You can run faster, you have abilities. Now, I understand that this is an Advanced Warfare game. Now, other games, all the previous Call of Duties, couldn't really incorporate something like that, because, we don't have army guys, we don't have soldiers running out of jetpacks yet. I'm sure there's a jetpack invented somewhere in the world where you can, jump higher. But, nobody, in a modernized sense, or, of course, in World games, you're not going to have an exo ability even created, even, thought about in the producers, in the sense that, you can have somebody jump higher or run faster. Or, for another example, which I think is really dumb that they incorporated in this game, not to go on a rant or anything, but I think it's really dumb how they have an exo ability that you can go invis for any amount of time. This game, you can die so fast that, invis really, even though you can see the guy, I've killed a lot of guys that were invis, but it just kind of throws you off. It's not Call of Duty. It's tweaked a little bit. This game's a little bit too tweaked for me. It has a lot of connection issues, which really needs to be addressed in the next Call of Duty for sure. Treyarch's always done a good job with that. They haven't had no game's going to be perfect in connection on console, I don't think. Dedicated servers are a little too far off for the future of Call of Duty, but maybe something can happen. I know these guys. I know Activision is raking in a lot of money. Especially from the micro DLC that just came out. Probably not, but it's just a little joke because, the micro DLC, everybody's buying those advanced supply packages, which I'm not going to buy any of those. I'm just going to get the supply packages myself, which brings me to something that I just want to throw in. I'm one supply package away from getting to 6, so I can make my next supply drop video, episode 3. But anyway, so just to wrap it up, I really hope the future Call of Duty has balanced perks, of course, balanced weapons. Weapon balance is a big thing, but most importantly, I want to see some good maps. I want to see some good domination maps, or whatever the MLG variant is. The map, the most popular objective game modes that are played. I really want to see Uplink make a return because Uplink was really sweet. But most importantly, the maps and the connection. I think that's a major factor that plays into Call of Duty. Let me know if there's any topics that I didn't touch on in this gameplay as it came to a close. I went 27-3, but let me know any topics that I didn't touch on as I could possibly make part 3 to this little topic I added. But so let me know. This is Yosef TV. I want to thank you all for watching. If you liked the video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you really liked it, please subscribe. As you can see, the most latest content from myself, informative gameplays, or whatever topics you want to touch on, just leave a comment, and I will be sure to touch on them in my next video. This is Yosef TV. Thanks for watching. Peace out. Subscribe.